Hello YouTube, what's going on? Sending love and light to all you beautiful people. Today we'll be talking about the new earth. Let's start off by saying, if you are a master manipulator, if you don't take accountability for your actions, if you like to finesse and get over on people, you might want to reconsider doing these things. It's going to come a time where you're not going to be able to use this negativity for gain. What is happening on our planet is that at this time, the energy of the Creator is being presented to us. It's presented to the planet as a whole. When we say as a whole, there are no groupings that will be select over others. The opportunities exist for everyone. It is the individual humanity's choice to acknowledge the opportunity that presents itself. The awakened ones will be assigned, so to speak, to awaken someone else. The creator energy is now being made available to the planet on a vast level. It's encircling the sphere. Light frequency is bombarding our planet. Though only those who know how to use this energy can feel it. It is as if an invisible force is in our lives. And if you're not aware of this invisible force, you will not see it. Now, if the awakened ones approach the awakenees with love, with the intent of service, with the intent of changing the planetary potential, the planetary history, and also are willing to bond unconditional with people that's awakening, it will be successful. In most cases, those that need now to be awakened are working about this in their dream state. The urgency of transformation. When faced with a radical crisis, when the old way of being in the world, of interacting with each other and with the realm of nature doesn't work anymore, when survival is threatened by seemingly insurmountable problems, an individual life form or a species will either die or become extinct, or rise above the limitations of its condition through evolutionary leap. New heaven and a new earth. The earth is to pass through three stages. First, the original earth that perished by water. Second, the earth that is now, that is to be renovated or cleansed by fire. And the new earth that is to exist forever. The Holy Spirit by Solomon said, it is specifically promised that the meek shall inherit the earth, and that the children of Israel shall dwell in forever. And if God's people are inhabited it forever, it must exist forever. It is then clear that this earth as a planet is not to be annihilated, but is to be cleansed and purified by fire and made fit for the home of those people and nations that are to occupy it after its renovation. This earth that has been consecrated by the presence of the Son of God, where the costliest sacrifice that the universe could furnish was offered up on Calvary to redeem a race for which God has a great future. Too sacred a place to ever be blotted out or cease to exist, for it is the most cherished orb in the mind of God of all his great creation. Our main challenge at this time is to learn how to handle thought manifestation and the manipulation of matter in existence. Once it is implanted within us that this is a core basic idea, a universal law of being, we will be liberating ourselves from a restricted existence that has been boxing us in all these years. Many of us are looking at situations as black and white, and the universe exists also in gray areas. It is not the way we think it is. There is life teeming everywhere that we cannot see. There are many dimensions, there are many forms of beings. What happens in these dimensions would affect us all because the building blocks of the universe, of the cosmos, are connected. The atoms, the elements are all one. They're universal tools, so to speak. And through the misuse of one in one segmented area, it would affect many others. So that is why we say we are tuning Mother Earth to this knowing. Mother Earth knows this potential happening and would shift herself when the time and danger becomes great. We have to approach these times with an open mind, a creative mind, a loving mind. We have to move inside ourselves, to trust the self, open our hearts to connect with humanity, to awaken others, to be gentle with who we are. For your difficulties, you will lay down as they are old clothes that you will no longer fit into or wear. Your aches, longings, and difficulties can all be laid to rest as you move into this great new garment of being. Many will be petrified of moving into this time, for much must be relinquished, much must be changed and given up. However, we are saying that if the earth itself did not change in this season, it would be pretty dreary indeed. And so the fall needs to come and the winter set to rest so that in spring there may be regrowth, revitalization, and awakenings. Religions are failing us, to be precise. It's not religions that's failing us, it's our interpretation of religions. Religions are great tools to lead people down the path of enlightenment, but the way people approach them today is wrong. Religions, from tools to help us rise above human dysfunctions, have become divisive instead of unifying. Many preachers also have a poor approach towards sacred texts and rituals. It's either you believe or you are wrong. It's against this backdrop that new movements of spiritual enlightenment have started blossoming outside of religions. A collective ego manifests the same characteristics as a personal ego, such as the need for conflict and enemies, the need for more, the need to be right against others who are wrong, and so on. Sooner or later, the collective will come into conflict with other collectives because it unconsciously seeks conflict and needs opposition to define its boundaries and thus its identity. Its members will then experience the suffering that inevitably comes in the way of any ego motivated action. At that point, they may wake up and realize that their collective has a strong element of insanity. The new earth isn't heaven, as heaven is mentioned elsewhere in scripture and has existed long before earth. The new earth is in another dimension or plane of existence. It is described as a physical recreation of the current earth we live on to restore it to perfection originally intended for it. The new earth isn't the end of time, as scripture describes how earth's recreation is actually the beginning of a new chapter in time as we know it.